Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. In a major revelation by the NIA, the drones used in the Manipur attacks last year in September at Kautruk and Kadangband were supplied by vendors based in Delhi and Haryana. The NIA report revealed that the drones and accessories used to drop the bombs were procured by the Kipgen of Gamngai Village, and he allegedly collected the equipment from multiple sources including Delhi-based Mayank Sharma and Rohtak-based Vikram Chaudhary. Additionally, another individual, Laikambam Albert Singh, procured drones and accessories including batteries after making an online payment to Mayank Sharma and Vikram Chaudhary. The NIA's investigation report submitted before the special court NIA Manipur cited eyewitness accounts stating that more than 40 bombs were dropped in these areas and villages during the attack. And meanwhile, security forces continue to recover arms and ammunition from various districts of Manipur, including Churachandpur, Thobal and Imphal, and West Kampoki district. In a joint operation involving Assam Rifles, Indian Army, Manipur Police and CRPF, security forces recovered arms and ammunition and apprehended 2 UNLF cadres. Additionally, Assam Rifles conducted a security meet in Manipur emphasizing the importance of voluntarily surrendering illegal weapons. The initiative aligns with the recent call by the Manipur Governor Ajay Bhalla to deposit illegal weapons and embrace peace. We'll talk about this with our guest and what does this mean when it comes to the security in Manipur. Joining us on the show is Major General G.G. Dwivedi, Global Strategic and Defence Expert. Major General Rajan Kochar, Defence Expert, also joins us on the program. Dr. P.K. Mishra, DG, BSF, is also with us on the program. And last but by no means the least, Major Muhammad Ali Shah, Defence Expert, is with us on the program as well. General Dwivedi, I'll begin with you. Sir, you have been, a part of some of the shows that we have done in the past where we have, scrutinized how Manipur continued to, have this violent streak. And obviously, a lot of that impetus and a lot of that blame was shifted to outside forces. Now we are learning that it's pretty easy to procure these drones, which can be misused from the capital city as well. What do you make of this revelation that has just come about? And is this a good thing that, you can plot against your nation while being in the nation without any outside help?
Thank you, Vineet. First and foremost, I think national investigation agencies and other agencies who are involved in this, they need to be complimented because they have been able to get the complete, people who are involved into it and break this whole code. So I think this will be a deterrence to other people who may try such misadventure. And to that extent, I think security forces and the investigation agencies needs to be complimented. Now, second point is that let's face the fact that today drones are available across the shelf because they are being used in multiple domains. Like in agriculture domain, a lot of these drones are being used, and even otherwise in various events we are getting the drones are playing a major part. So therefore, getting the drones is not a major issue. But the point is how the drones were misused, how the drones were weaponized, how they are mated with the explosives, and then they are dropped, and this became a very major security issue. In fact, on your channel, we did discuss this, and this added a new dimension to the security issues in Northeast. So I think this gives us 2-3 very important lessons. First and foremost, we need to keep a track about how the drones are being procured, especially in those areas which are very sensitive, and then how the explosives are used to weaponize the drones and how they are used in these sensitive areas. I think these give a very, very important lesson, and I think our security forces need to be very alert on this development. The second point is that, yes, I think after the governor's rule has come in, there's definitely positive move. As far as the security issue is concerned, we find this more reports are there that the weapons are being surrendered, though not in the quantity that they should be. And security forces are apprehending these insurgent groups, especially UNLF is a very potent group. Some PLA also people have been apprehended, and of course the cookie groups are being also apprehended. And the security issues is improving. I like to make 2 important points. Now, this momentum needs to be now revamped because I think this situation which was in state of impasse is definitely improving. Secondly, this window of opportunity when the governor rule is there, I think maximum effort must be made to disarm as many people as possible and also use force if necessary to disarm the militant groups because they are the ones which are not going to part with the weapons and they are the ones which actually are very security impact the security of the environment. And the third point is that because these the whole loop have been tracked, I think we need to be very cautious on the border management because explosives definitely are finding way from the Myanmar side, even from Bangladesh side. So the border security also needs to be tightened up. So all I can say, Vinny, that this is a good development by the security forces, gives us a lot of lessons for the future. This impetus of disarming group must carry on. At the same time, we need to build confidence among the two communities so that at the end of the day, if talks start, the kind of trust is rebuilt and the political process can start. Vinny.
General Rajan Kocher, what's your assessment of the movement so far? We have discussed how the government has put out these initiatives right after the president's rule, which have encouraged some amount of positivity, not only on the ground situation and the changing reality, but also in the narrative which the government has basically shifted in terms of making sure that people understand the value of peace. But at the same time, with this new angle, this new twist being explored by the NIA, it becomes absolutely clear, curtains are off, that you really don't need a China to foment trouble in a place like Manipur.
Absolutely right, Vineet. See, on 26th August 2021, the liberalized drone policy was issued by the government of India. The first policy came out in March 2021 and it was further relaxed because a drone is a very big market and India didn't want to lose to that market, and according to estimates in 2030 it's going to become a 4.5 billion market. So if you look at this policy of the drones, there is no way it has been mentioned in the policy that you can't buy a drone off the shelf up to 300 to 500 kgs. So look at the magnitude of that drone, because explosives, even if you put a 5 kg explosive on a drone, it can be devastating. And therefore, my first point of observation is today we are seeing it happening in Manipur. Tomorrow you can see it happening in any part of India. So I think the security concerns of this policy needs a review. And for this review, I think the Ministry of Defense also must get involved, because I am given to understand that when this drone policy was made in 2021, there were no participation or no inputs from the Ministry of Defense. So that is one security concern I have. Second point is about the president's rule and the impact of this rule. Governor Bhalla has been moving all around the state. He has been to Churachandpur, he has been to other areas where the conflicts are there. He has met both the communities. So what I'm observing is that a beginning has been made. But the second important observation I'm making is that whatever the weapons are being surrendered are of very low caliber. We are not having those automatic actually weapons being surrendered as of now, except for one submachine gun. Yesterday, 15 firearms were surrendered and only one submachine gun. So I think a beginning has been made, and I think this a window of amnesty of 7 days, I think would need to be extended further, because already we are on to the 5th day and we have not received any substantial surrendering of weapon, considering that more than 6,000 weapons were looted and only around 2,800 were recovered. So we still have a large number of weapons available with both the communities, and we need to extend this time. This window needs to be extended because already a beginning has been made and people have started coming out to surrender. And strong the messages have to go through the leaders of the community. I feel both the community leaders have to be emphasized or have to be told by the governor that they need to spread this message far and wide among those people who are having these weapons to surrender these weapons. And my last point is that the DGMO has visited Manipur yesterday, and today also he is there. Is Lieutenant Colonel Rajiv Ghai. He has viewed the entire border management. He has reviewed the entire border situation. He has met the governor. He has met the chief secretary. He has met the security advisor. So I think this is a very positive move because border management is one of the weak areas there in Manipur. And I think I'm extremely happy that for the first time we are seeing a DGMO coming there and reviewing the entire process of border management. Vineet.
Absolutely. Dr. Mishra, this is great news coming in, but the fact of the matter is that you've been a part of these conversations just a few days ago. Every day there is some positive news coming in from Manipur when it comes to negating the negatives that we have seen in the past. In light of what this crackdown has produced now, with the NIA also coming up with revelations, what do you make of this trajectory?
Vineet, I can well tell. I have studied the situation very minutely. I am observing. In fact, last month also I visited Churachandpur and Bishnupur. I spoke to you also, and things are better after Mr. Ajay Bhalla has taken over as governor. He is the person, unlike that of Mr. N. Biren Singh. He has visited so far. He has gone to Chandel, he has gone to Churachandpur, he has gone to Bishnupur, he has gone to Jiribam, and he has gone to Tamenglong and Senapati. He is visiting all the places and meeting all communities. It's not only Kukis and Maitis. He is meeting even Nagas and Pongals also. He met at Pakta, I came to know. And the Naga MLAs who are there, they are being told to mediate between the Kukis and Maitis and the buffer zone. He has asked 2 points. Number one, the buffer zone has to be totally demolished. There should be no buffer zone, and the bus service has started from Imphal to Churachandpur. And he has also promised that both the national highways will remain open, that is the Jiribam axis and also this Dimapur axis. It's a nice thing, and the coordinated effort of operations which are going on is really, it is yielding the result. In fact, they have to go to the hills because the weapons have gone to the hills. And as the other speakers were telling, out of 6,000, in fact, more than 3,200 weapons looted from our armory have to be recovered, and about 10,000 weapons which have come from Myanmar. They are there in the hills with the Kenyan, that has to be recovered also. And the best part of it, the law and order situation, absolutely, it is now normal because of this president's rule. And of course, till now, the winning party, they have not found out a successor to N. Biren Singh, and this system will continue for time being. And I have seen, in fact, it's not only the weapons. You see that Senapati and Churachandpur and also Chandal and Kankopi, at 4 places, the poppy cultivations of acres and acres, they were destroyed after governor has taken over. That's a very good sign. And what the other speakers have told also, we have to be very cautious about the border management. Because you see, earlier also I have told, we don't have a border guarding force which is guarding Myanmar-Manipur border in POP concept. I'm repeating this, border outpost concept, like in Indo-Bangladesh border and Indo-Pakistan border and also on LAC. We have to have this type of thing because you have to stop all these weapons coming from Myanmar. But the present situation, what NIA has told now, the drones have come from Delhi and Haryana through two of the mediators, those who are there, I mean, Calcrapi and it has come, Kipgen also. Two persons they have procured it with batteries. And the worst part of it, when the drones have come, and it rained about 40 or more bombs were rained in those areas in Kautruk and Sanjang. I have spoken to NB Singh, the earlier director of RIMS. He was available at Sanjang. And he told me next day that, Mr. Mishra, I have seen the drones dropping the bombs. So this technicality, how it came, who has fitted the bombs, how the bombs were made. So these techniques are definitely coming from Myanmar, because they are being used by the rebels against the Janta. So they have fitted it with the drones. So what has to be done now? The drones are available and in the market. And we are getting the, you see, you find what is happening in Punjab and Srinagar border and in J&K border. Pakistan is using stealth drones of China and Turkey. So now these stealth drones are available also in India. The worst part of it is we can't make it open for Northeast and J&K and also for Manipur. Manipur, of course, is a part of Northeast, because after now, Bangladesh government is with Muhammad Yunus. Now BJP and particularly the Jamaatul Mujahid of Bangladesh, they are coming up in Rangpur, Chittagong hill tracks, and they are opening those camps. Will be facing a lot of problem from Bangladesh also, like that of Pakistan in the Northeast. So we have to be very careful of the drones coming to Northeast as such. That, you see, they have to be, only government has to authorize anyone procuring drones. Even you find the batteries and drones were procured from Guwahati market also. They have taken from Guwahati market, 8 batteries were purchased from Guwahati market. So in Assam it is available. And people are taking drones, and the drones are not being used for agriculture purpose. They are being used for militarization. So it is a very big thing. We have to see about it. And anyone taking drones for Northeast, they have to be checked. Permission has to be given to them, because no one should be permitted. And the best part of it, next, what will happen, even though both the both the highways will remain open, which Mr. Ajay Bhalla has promised.
All right, sir.
The political dialogue must start. The best thing
political dialogue must start. Mohammad Ali Shah, is the porous border also still a concern, regardless of these developments pouring in, Ali, where drones have been procured from the national capital?
Right, Vineet, it was very, very disturbing that high-level equipment and sophisticated weapons are being used in Manipur. Now, when this whole case of the drones came about in around it was September last year, if I'm not mistaken, and there was a whole debate whether drones were used or they were not, and there was a big debate going on at that time. Whether they are used or not is a different story, but it is indeed very alarming and concerning. Now there was an application which was filed before the special court of the NIA, the Manipur, where under section 105 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, that's BNNS, that it had sought permission for the submission of production of seizure of memo of the audio and video recording. Now the NIA report, when they revealed that the drones and accessories they were used to drop the bombs were procured by Khaigoulen Kipgen, Hawkins, Khongsais. They are basically third house pink cookies. Like among cookies also there are different sub-tribes among them. So now whose alias name is David, in fact, of Gamngai Village, Modbung, Senapati district. Now he allegedly collected the equipment from multiple sources, including Delhi-based Mayank Sharma and Rohtang-based Vikram Chaudhary. Now additionally, another individual by the name of Laikambang Albert Singh. Now this seems like to be a mighty name actually, to me at least. And he had procured drones and accessories, including batteries, after making an online payment to Mayank Sharma and Vikram Chaudhary. And now the very fact is, it's by the names I'm figuring that Kipgen, who's the third house pink cookie, he had procured these drones from Delhi, as you mentioned right now, and even somebody by the name of Laikambang Albert Singh, which is not a cookie name in fact. he had also procured drones from Delhi. Now, when sophisticated weapons are being used, it is indeed very, very alarming and distressing, Vineet. Now, there were FIRs filed at that time. Now, there was a case which was initially registered under the FIR number 30th September 2024 at Lamphang Police Station under the section 147, 148, 109, 103, 2, 1182, 351, 2 of the BNS S section 250, 25 1B of the Arms Act, section 3 of the Explosive Substance Act, and section 16 of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, UAPA. Now, which is indeed very, very disturbing, because even in J&K, I have fought insurgency in Jammu Kashmir and in the northeast. But even I'm talking about 20 years back in 2005, the insurgency I found in the northeast was still worse than what I had seen in J&K. At that time only I had said that insurgency in Manipur right now we have, media doesn't report it, but the fact is Manipur ke halat bahut kharab hai abhi is time pe. This is ethnic violence. This has got nothing to do with the insurgency which was there at that time. But now the ethnic violence combined with the militancy over there, it's become very, very lethal now. Now, during the investigation, a sub-inspector of the Sub-Inspector Sharma, Suraj Kumar Singh, he was of the Lamphang Police Station, was examined, and his statement was recorded under section 180 of the BNSS. Now, when the links are, the inquiry is still going on, and the links are being brought to Delhi, it is indeed something which like as Dr. Mishra said, no drone should be supplied very easily. Drones are very, very lethal. Now, because of that, now the following an order from the Ministry of Home Affairs, this case officially handed over to the NIA on September 17th, Vineet. The agency then re-registered the case under FIR number RC12/224 NIA IMP on 18 September 2024 under similar sections of the BNS Arms Act, Explosive Substance Act, that's UAPA, that comes under UAPA. Now, upon reviewing the NIA petition, the special court granted approval, allowing the agency to open, count and submit sealed evidence of the video recordings for further investigation, which means more information is yet to be out now as yet, and authorities continue to probe the case. Now, they are going to be identifying whether what equipment, what deadly weapons came from abroad, what was procured from within the country, what came from Delhi. There was much debate at that time whether drones were used or not. But now, since the NIA has cleared, and now I think that authority should be acceptable to everyone, whether drones were used or not. But the very fact is, again, the links are being brought to Delhi and to Rohtak and to such places. So it is indeed a matter of even more deeper investigation to find out more on this, Vineet.
All right, we've completely run out of time. Appreciate everybody who joined us. Thank you so much for that perspective. We'll continue to track all the important details and progress coming out of Manipur on a day-to-day basis. We take a short break now. Be right back.